Alright, welcome back to the game, guys. We are on Daedalus Point, and I'm just finished attaching up the scoreboard. There we go. This is round number 2 of the Kaspersky Arena number 11. I'm Rifkin, joined today by Zombie Grub, and spawning in the top left corner of the map, bringing the series back, but still on his last life, it is the Red Zerg player, VP, BenQ Slivko.
And in the bottom right, as the blue Terran, it is NRS Krass.
Yeah, Nerfsoft has put out some pretty good players, and Krass definitely living up to the notoriety of the team so far as the European scene. I know a lot of people don't follow the foreigner scene as much as they do, say, the Korean scene, but I, for one, have enjoyed watching a lot of Vega Squadron, Neurosoft, some of the not super A-list, evil genius tier level of popularity teams, but still really good players on those teams. And Daedalus Point is a map that has had, I don't know, a lot of chatter about it, I think is a good way to phrase it. ZVT, certainly not nearly as quote-unquote broken as other maps, but again, even if you secure your natural, this big ramp, whatever, it's the third that really becomes problematic for both players. The Zerg player has to worry about triple drop ledges, has to worry about Hellion run-bys. A Terran player has to... Well, they're never going to fortify in, let's be honest, unless you put like 5 planetaries down. So, I mean, this is a map that has been encouraging a lot of really weird playstyle. Even I've seen a couple of the Pro League games and Korean games where it's just like, oh, look, there's a wall of cannons outside your natural ramp. Like, what are you supposed to do about that type thing? I got to tell you, one of the coolest moves I saw, it was an absolute failure because it wasn't controlled properly. But a Velo proxied a factory hidden so he could do blue flame, and it looked like a normal just like Hellion opener within his base when it got scouted. And I was thinking about it, and it's like, if you really think about how do you shut down blue flame Hellions? Just build 3 evolution chambers and put like a queen behind it, right? Or a spine crawler. But it's something that can be very vicious, and I'm not sure if Krass is willing to take that step or not. I mean, he did do the 5 Reapers with that one really weird opening, right?
Yeah, that's true. There was a time a few months ago, I would say, like maybe beginning of Heart of the Swarm, where all the Zerg players in the world, like they really hid Terran, so that definitely contributed, but they would just like make like 25, 30 lings when you have about 4 Hellions, so like they're usually out on the map, and they'd run in before your supply depot wall is done. And when I saw this map, it's the first thing I was like, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna do it, because there's no way you're gonna have a wall off in time. Like, even if you actually try and make a wall up as fast as possible, you still wouldn't be able to do it. It never happens. I'm still waiting for that to happen. I mean, Zerg players just got, they've gotten a lot more comfortable in ZVT for sure, so they're not willing to potentially throw away so many lings, but I think they did good on this map.
Yeah, there's a proposed change of like trying to put down some like collapsible towers or something on that map or on the ramp too, which I think would be really cool because you still have that wide open ramp for like later on, but it doesn't screw you in the early game, right? Pretty nice dance here with the lings though. Krass picks off 1 ling so far.
Is this guy a second Reaper? What did he get?
No, just the one across the map that made the reactor a little bit quicker there for the Hellions.
Yeah,
but
no Marines either, so literally no defense back at home. Of course, Slivko doesn't know that.
It's a little bit worrying to see this, and a 3rd command center is coming up really quick, but of course, when you've got this giant wide opening, I guess dancing with Hellions within it's going to be a little bit more effective than trying to build 1 bunker with a Marine in it.
That's true. I didn't consider that. There is so much space of the natural that it is like the Hellions are out on the map anyways. Like they don't look choked in at the natural like other maps. Like Belshir, like if you are trying to face lings in your natural, like the Hellions have nowhere to go. This, like everywhere, is someplace to go.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why they don't do the ling run bys. But jeez afoot.
It's still a fairly new map though. The problem is, and this sounds a bit silly to say, a lot of people do veto this, so you don't get to see it played out to its maximum potential of what could be or couldn't be, and that's a big part of why we don't get to see all these builds that we fantasize about that could possibly be perfect for it. But we'll see how this one ends up going. Slivko is of course just spreading his creep for the time being, gonna play it safe. He's not looking to move out or push too riskily into anything. He doesn't know if there's like 9 Hellions waiting or not. Krass has been playing a very unpredictable style. Not crazy, not YOLO, not loco, but a little bit unpredictable.
Is that I'm pretty sure that's not why I named his name that, but like Loco.
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking like Ricky Martin when I said that. Living the vida loca.
Anyways, the 3rd does go down as well as a Roachborn. Then this Roachborn could be for 6 as we talked about, but I feel like it's too long of a map. I don't know. It's weird.
You know,
seeing
this map. This map actually has an incredibly short rush distance. It's just really deceptive because of how wide it is. Top to bottom, though, it's one of the shorter rush distances in the current map pool.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So it could be for that, but it also could just be because like generally if it's really far away to get to your third, you don't want to try and like defend with slow lings and queens. So you get those roaches.
Yeah.
He's getting 6 though, so this it's probably gonna be aggressive.
He may be
Now
expecting
8.
more out of Krass too, though, is the thing. Like, if we look at his vision, he hasn't scouted a lot of the main. In fact, he hasn't even touched base in the main, so he actually has no idea what could be coming behind this, and he might not have expected a third command center, because Krass, again, playing a very strange style. But a lot of roaches will certainly play defensive purposes. Whether they go aggressive or not, we'll have to wait a second to see. Currently, though, I don't know if Krass can really hold defensively if there was a huge roach attack, because you can't just put that bunker wall down, right? Like, he's putting 2 bunkers down, but the roaches could just walk past them.
See, this is a good build for this map. There's no way you're gonna have the wall up or the bunker. Well, he should have had a bunker up, but the wall up. So, now this could be dangerous. Usually, you have to sacrifice some SCVs because the bunker is up, but now there are
He's
no
just
bunkers.
evacuating.
There's aliens. This is only 5 roaches right now, but there's a lot more on the way. Well, a lot more, 3 more. It's a lot versus Hellions.
Yeah, I mean, this Marauder's coming out, but it's not like there's going to be huge medevac support. There's no tank fire behind this. The Marauders actually aren't going to have anything to buffer for them at all. The Roaches may just focus fire them down.
Yeah, I think he has to give up his natural right now. Like,
It sucks too because he invested 3 supply depots here as well. That's going to supply block him, like, hardcore.
Well, maybe if he can wait out for just 1 more Marauder. You know, go up to 3 Marauders.
With the Widow Mines, yeah, and if he pulls an SCV or 2, because that he needs, looks like he is going to go in on it. And there's more links coming up behind this, but the big thing is, of course, retaining the Hellions means the link follow-up's not going to be that scary. Widow Mines were put down to cover any sort of retreat or reinforcements, but...
So many SCVs.
But you know what? 15 SCVs, this is kind of what you would lose if you're spam repairing a bunker. The problem is Krass is losing a little more than just SCVs.
I don't know. I feel like you only use maybe half of that, honestly, for repairing a bunker. Because you
I
can
guess,
always...
7
people
or...
getting a lot better at it, too. Like, really micro off and on. But,
yeah, I guess
yeah,
it depends on how big of an all-in it is as well.
Yeah, so that was a lot. There wasn't really a better way to hold that if you don't get a bunker, though.
Yeah, no, he held that really nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, it was as calmly as you can be. You still lost a lot of SCVs, but you know that's better than losing all your army and then be like, oh shit, don't have an army. Like,
yeah,
that's
surprise.
happens.
Boldly trying to take this third. Krass is in a bit of a rough spot this game. What do I be brought in the front lines? It's gonna be scouting information more than anything else, I think. As yeah, there's quite a lot of banelings already readily available, so taking a fight's kind of out of the question for the time being.
Yeah. I really, like, Krass is kind of in, like, it's pretty much in a bad situation right now. I really can't do anything. I mean, he just sees how many lanes and banelings are, and he's like, I can't possibly push out. So I feel like he has to really depend on getting some damage done before Mutas are out.
This third base is screwed.
Yeah, that's nope, can't. Maybe, if he gets in good position, yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's slow banelings off of creep, so yeah, actually, he may be able to hold this.
Yeah.
This is a drone leading the army.
It's the second time I've seen Slivko do this. He probably just boxes and just like forget about it.
It's the general drone, yo. Salute.
Obviously. All right, the medevacs are here. This is gonna be a little easier to hold, but I don't know. He's actually just seeing it. He's seeing an opening.
Zombie go. The combat shields still aren't done though. Making
it should be by the time.
Well, by the time I fight this, yeah, actually, right. Yeah, he's not gonna go too quick with this. I was gonna say, like, if you got those bailing hits off, that becomes so much more effective against Marines that don't have that extra health. But command centers,
pick it up. Oh, I don't know about this.
Gonna hold it for now.
Oh, how did that go in right there?
Slivko, okay, so here's so Triple Hooks kicks in, but he's still fighting off of creep. There's a couple good Widow Mines positioned here. Can this eat enough of the fire though? There's that wall up as well. There's so many banelings though. This is looking really scary. They're gonna eat up through that wall like it's nothing at all. Marines are trying to split, but the numbers are too overwhelming from Slivko. Oh, that wall in the main didn't quite get to go fully up either. Going towards the mineral line, Krass, realizing perhaps a little too late, pulls his SCVs, but of course, again, some triple hook banelings are pretty damn quick.
Yeah, he still has an army.
Natural base gutted. The command center is burning too. This is looking really rough for Krass. Slivko did throw away a lot into this, but any sort of follow-up is going to be almost game-ending, I fear.
It's 24 SCVs. He's down by half the supply, and Slivko behind us also got a 4th base. Like, he's at 68 drones, not too terrible. And he also has the Nita follow-up. So, like, the best situation that Terran could be in this situation, which is a bad one, is that there aren't Nitas. So you start dropping everywhere trying to get back in the game. Not going to happen. He has no way of coming back into this game unless Slivko really messes up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Woodbines haven't been getting the best hits off either this game. Mules are so critically important right now, and you lose most of them. Backs against the wall. A couple medevacs trying to hold these. Actually, a beautiful Woodbine hit finally goes off. Yeah. But loses the last few Marines. Good game's going to be called. Slivko ties it up now, guys. 2-2 as we go into game number 5.
Yeah, Krass looks so good those first 2 games, right? Like,
he looked unstoppable those first 2 games.
Yeah. And suddenly it looks like, you know, it's flips. Now Slivko looks unstoppable.
Alright, well, yeah, tied up 2-2. Send us to the ace match of the series, which means Habitation Station is the only map left, guys.